Good morning. It is 6:15. Shortly after we went to bed last night, it kind of cooled off. Had a good breeze all night. It was great sleeping weather. It's actually kind of cool right now. Having a great sunrise. I've already had some breakfast, pretty much all packed up. I just gotta put my shoes on and pack the tent up, and we'll be walking. Looks like, I don't know if there's any kind of major sights along the way other than just grinding out another 25-ish miles. Yeah. So is that it's a giraffe? I don't know. He's gonna just throw a leg. He attacks it like he does bowling, just throws it down there. All right, the trail has been really overgrown this morning. At least my head's not covered here. Some of this and push through brush over the head. It's also really dusty. Had to hang back just a little bit. Hollywood made a pit stop back there, but with two people right ahead of me, there was so much dust. It is 9:15. We've done 5.3 miles. There's a spring down this road, down there. We went and got water. And I'm going to tell you what, we are all feeling lazy today. We were only 5 miles in, only a couple hours in. And we've been here like 30 minutes. It's too long for a morning break. I need to drink a little water. My shoes are even off. So that means we'll be hiking till midnight today at this rate. It's also like very hazy, kind of smoky in the distance. A few people have said they can smell the smoke. I don't smell it at all. The ground's real dusty, and we're just sitting here talking about what we're going to do in this whole fire situation coming up. I don't like that if this is smoke in the air, that's so hazy. We're 100 miles from where it's supposed to really start bothering us, and it's here. So I don't know. We got to figure some things out, I guess. Mount Shasta's been poking out at us all day, but hadn't had a good view. I took a few steps off the trail, up a hill a little bit. There's Shasta. You can see how smoky it is out there, but she's still a grand, beautiful mountain. It is 11:50 a.m. Done a little over 11, about 3/4 of a mile from the water for the afternoon. So I'll probably go ahead and have lunch there. That'll be about almost halfway done for the day, or right at halfway. Depends on how far we go. Talk about this bubble we're in. So I mentioned yesterday how many people there were once we came out of burning. So last night, from where we had dinner with DJ and 24 and Gator, we passed, I don't know, more than a dozen people in that next 3-ish miles. And then we camped. Probably at least 10 more people passed us, like just after dark or around dark. There were at least 8, I think, camping back by Gator and DJ and 24. And I know there were some others ahead of us that had got ahead, but that I wouldn't count in there. So we're in this kind of bubble of, I don't know, at least 30 people. And we're being told that this is like the leading edge of a really big bubble. So, I don't know, we keep saying we got to get going. We don't want to be having to fight for camp spots. Because here, it's not like the AT most of the time where there's like big areas you can put a bunch of tents. I mean, occasionally, but more likely it's like a place for 2 or 3 tents, maybe 4. So there's 3 of us, and then I don't know, if we start trying to get in and roll in places late, there's no spots, and you just got to keep going and keep going. So we're going to have to keep that in mind the next few days. And we're within 100 miles of where we're going to have to be impacted by the fire closure. And we're hearing that a lot of people seem to be going to skip a much bigger section than we are and take some kind of buses around and skip like 150 miles. So if that's the case, that I don't know if that will make a bigger bottleneck on the other side of the fire or spread us out here. It's just going to be, remains to be seen, and just something we're dealing with for now. I got to that water source, and I'm pretty sure Cece is ahead of me and Hammer's behind me. But I assumed she would be there at that water. And I thought we maybe would have lunch there and wait for Hollywood. She was not down there. But I think that same stream crosses the trail 0.4 up here. It just shows as unreliable up here. Reliable where I was just at. But where I was, every little bit of shade had people sitting in it, trying to take lunch and breaks and filter water. So my guess is maybe it's just a lot of people, so she kept on going. Or maybe she didn't get water there, I don't know. I'm gonna go up here and see what this next source looks like, and maybe go a little further if she's not there. I'm getting close to ready for lunch. It is 2 p.m. When I went to get water, look, at the last place, Hollywood and CC, or Hollywood had passed me as well. So they were both at that water source. When I got there, we had a fairly long lunch. Now, let's see, probably, I don't know, we may have been there an hour and a half even. And it is time to start walking again. It's hot. I think I said yesterday it's supposed to be 100, 102, something like that today. In Bernie, we are a couple thousand feet above Bernie, but it's hot. And it's very crowded. At that water source, there was probably at least 15 people there. A few others coming and going. There's just a lot of people. And the trail is very overgrown. Well, this morning the trail was grown up and grown over a lot. This afternoon, there were just tons of blowdowns. And the trail's kind of been grown over in places. It's slow going. Some of these blowdowns are so big, and on these like side hills, there was no climbing over them. There was one, we had to go way down in the weeds, and you could tell where people had done it before. But it was kind of a pain to get down there and around it. You can't really see too bad. I've cut up my hands a good bit trying to climb on and around them. Thought I ripped my shorts earlier, but I think it's okay. But just slow going on a hot day. This isn't nearly as bad. A lot of this has just been not even close to a trail. Just feeling with your feet so you don't trip over the trunks and branches of the bushes, and just both arms up in front of your face, pushing through weeds. I mean, we've had big sections today where It is just like not even close to being a trail. It is 6:45 p.m. I just stopped and shook the dirt out of my shoes and put the rest of the water in my other bottles up into my drinking bottle. Chugged a little bit. I ate the rest of my trolleys. If you don't know what trolleys are, they're like a Sour Patch Kid, but shaped different, basically. I needed some sugar and some water. So the only water I have left, I have about, I don't know, a little less than a liter here. There is water off the trail in 0.2 or 0.3, but I don't think we were going to stop at that one. There's water on the trail, like 1.7 from here, and I think Cece was wanting to go to there to get water to avoid getting off the trail at all. So that would give us 24 and a half. And then I think the plan was probably to go a little bit past that, but I'm going to tell you, I've had enough for today already. We're right at 23, and it's been hot. It's been 100-ish degrees. My ankle is doing pretty okay. I've been taking less ibuprofen, or less frequent, but I did take some this afternoon, and I've been fine all evening, ankle-wise. The feet are kind of hurting, and I want some cold water to drink, and I really just want to have my tent up, take a wet white bath, and cook dinner. But I think we're a little bit away from that still, so just got to keep on trucking, get some more miles, and it's cooled off a little bit now. It's pretty pleasant actually right now. It helps that we're going downhill. I went to the first water source, and luckily Cece and Holly were over there, and we're all ready to be done. We just went down to get water. Haven't set up or anything yet, but we got 23 miles, not bad for the heat. I'm ready to get set up, get cleaned up, and eat. All right, it is 7:40. I'm in my tent. Haven't had dinner yet. We got here, there were like maybe 3 other tents up by the road, and we had to walk down this other road. We found 2 spots on the way down. When we get down there was another like 6 people in tents. Now I've seen a bunch more people come up there. So I don't know, there's at least 15, probably 20 people in this area. We left our packs up by the road next to some flat spots. We got water and came back. People had put tents next to our packs right there. So I guess there's no like decorum or any kind of respect of space or anything. But whatever, we found a spot down kind of by ourselves, but between the different groups of people. So the mosquitoes are not great down here, so probably gonna even cook dinner in my tent, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna finish getting set up and cook, and I may just be on lockdown for the rest of the night. I had pad thai for dinner. It was really good. It was a little bit spicy, and I'm a little bit concerned for my morning, but it was very good. I have some Oreos I want to eat, but I need to look through my food and see if I have enough food to eat anything else tonight. I'm not really sure. Other than that, I think I already said we got 23 in today. It was really hot. The trail conditions were not great. It was a lot of overgrowth and blowdowns, but we got the miles in, and I'm ready to edit this video and lay down and rest. Hopefully I can eat some of these Oreos. Let's see what else. Oh, I have cell service here, and I got a couple of virtual trail magics. So my mom's friend Pat sent me some trail magic, so thank you very much, Pat. And then Perry H also sent me some trail magic, so thank you, Perry. And on that note, I'm going to climb in my tent away from these skeeters and tell you all good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.